my coffee talk. Margie TV in the house. I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you, because I know it's 13 hours over there where you're at ahead, which would make it about 8 o'clock in the morning or so. I have been trying to give you some love, and whenever I visit, I always leave a like for support. KP Heathen, welcome. KP Heathen. Greetings, my friend from Louisiana. Hope the weather's going well there. You and Margie are the first ones in this evening. Margie is over in the Philippines. If you are not subscribed to Margie, please subscribe her channel. She will subscribe you back. That way y'all both will grow together, and she's a good friend to have. She's very supportive of her friends if they support her. Utah Mike, welcome. Thank you, Mike. Joseph Moore. So, I will probably do a community wall post, but I've got a little bit of news. I've been thinking about how I can get videos out on a regular basis. So I think I'm going to start doing Uncle Al. Welcome, Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79. I think what I'm going to do to try to get videos out on a regular basis, and I think I'm going to start doing my take on a news brief. I will do a short Taco Talk news on a regular basis, and it will be David's take on what's going on in the world. Sam Club has a promotion going on now, $20 for 1 year for one person. I joined last night. Wonderful, Mike. Wonderful. Yeah, I have family. Verna from Vase Place, welcome. If y'all are not subscribed to Margie TV, reach out and subscribe Margie TV. She may or may not still be here, but she was in the stream earlier. And she's got a very, very nice channel. She puts out good content. She's over in the Philippines, and she will support those who support her. So if you are not subscribed and you're trying to grow your channel, please reach out to Margie. I spent most of the day doing paperwork. I had Big Ed Bishops today. I was going to do an unboxing of my Pecron, and I worked on a short. I did work on a short. I don't have it ready to load up, but I did work a little bit on a short. And I'm drinking a Diet Coke. Little Lone Prepper, welcome, Little Lone Prepper. I have people tell me all the time, you gotta release more shorts. You gotta release more videos. And I don't like to release a short just to release a short. If I'm gonna release a short, I want it to be something other that I can do, and I don't feel bad about doing it. I tell you, I look at a lot of shorts that Uncle Al drops. He drops a lot of shorts. He drops a lot of food shorts that items and such, and they're nice shorts. They're nice shorts. I enjoy them, and I always leave a like. And I can do a short like Uncle Al does, but mine will come out like once or twice a week, and he's putting out 2 or 3 a day. It is what it is. And Bert's Beats. He puts out a lot of shorts. He puts out a lot of shorts about his dogs, with his dogs, and he'll have good commentary where it's like the dog is talking and he uses a different voice. The Black Widow channel puts out a lot of good shorts. I mean, a lot of people in here put out a lot of good shorts. And I was looking at a couple of KP Heathen shorts here recently that he had put out. And I don't know. But my thought on putting out videos is that I will do a brief news, my take on the news, and I'll try to release it when I start around 6:30 in the evening. I'll drop it 6:30 in the evening, and normally I do my live stream at 7, and that way somebody has the opportunity if they want to come in and look at it, and it'll be 2-3 minutes long, and it'll basically be me hitting wherever the high spots are on the news, because I look at the news every day, and I can give you the 3 or 4. This is what I see in the news, things that happen. Talking about news, so there was an 18-wheeler, guy driving an 18-wheeler, and he crashed into a DPS station. He crashed into a Belinda's Country Living. Welcome. So this guy crashed into a DPS building station, injured a bunch of people, 3 really critically, and one of them has died. And what has come out was he had a CDL and he was denied a renewal on his CDL, and he was really upset. So the next day he went and he stole an 18-wheeler with a trailer in the back of it, and he ran it at a pretty good clip and rammed that building. And there were a bunch of DPS workers and DPS officers in there, and several people got hurt, 3 of them really critically, and one of those people have died. And it was like a road rage thing because he was trying to get them because they didn't agree to renew his CDL. I think he got drunk and he was really pissed off, and he determined he was going to pay back. Yeah, I know, Uncle Al. I'm not planning on doing shorts. They're not going to be shorts. They're going to be videos. I will record a video, my take on the news. I'm going to call it Coffee Talk News. And it will be a brief 2 or 3 minutes. I've released 2-minute, minute and a half, 2-minute, 3-minute videos on occasion. And it'll be my take on the news. And for those who want it, if you want to watch it, you can watch it. If you don't want to watch it, there are people that come through and leave me a brief comment, a like, and they don't watch my video. They watch 30 seconds of it. If I have done some 2-minute videos where I put stuff together, like I do shout outs, and I check the analytics on it, and they watched 37%. The average was 37%. And I put this, I do those little shout outs, and I put images, images from channel. I put music to it. Sometimes I put a little graphic to it. 2 minutes long, and they watched 37%. The average watch time was 37%. So, and I would estimate that probably, if I start doing that, I would probably have 20, 25 people that would watch most of it. That would be curious enough or interested enough in my take on what's going on in the news, that they'd watch most of it. If I do a 2 or 3 minute little news blurb, and that way I'm getting out a video. I'm putting out videos, and I'm putting out my the news. And there are people that, like, I watch Bill O'Reilly. I watch tons of his little 2 minute long clips. He does his take on something in the news, and then he puts out a full 20-minute newscast, most evenings. I don't know. I don't watch the 20-minute ones, but I watch the short ones. Once in a while, I watch the 20-minute one, and I'll watch the whole thing. But he usually puts an ad in there, and it's like, I'm not interested in his ads. The Black Widow channel. Hello. Welcome. So I'm sitting at 1,550. I was sitting at 1,550 yesterday. I'm sitting at 1,550. And I have not been doing any outreach. I've watched a few videos here and there of channels that I run a playlist last night. I run 4 streams for 4 people that I regularly run, give them a full watch on. They do the same thing for me. You're at 14.9. Before you know it, you're gonna pass me. More power to you. If you are not subscribed to the Black Widow channel, please subscribe to Black Widow. And if you've got a backup channel, please subscribe to the Black Widow on your backup channel. I am subscribed to Black Widow on 2 channels. My backup channel I'll run a playlist. I use to give watch time. I really don't load. I use my backup channel to retain videos that I've released, video shorts that I've released on my main channel, and I have them private. So if something were to happen to my main channel and I wanted to continue and try to rebuild, which I doubt I would, I could start releasing those videos on my backup channel. Uncle L, be safe. So I was saying that I was talking with my friends this morning. We went to breakfast, and my friend John, who's a former teacher, I used to be his principal, he watches my videos, and most of the time he's just lurking. He said he didn't get a he said, was I on last night? He didn't get a notification. I don't know what it is. I do not know. YouTube seems to be here lately. A lot of people are saying, like, when I don't have that many people on, I have people leave comments that they didn't get a notification. So I don't know. I do not know. Yeah, I have my stuff backed up. I have I have my stuff backed up. Um, I hope you're doing well, Joseph. Yeah, haul videos are good. Melinda puts out some good ones, and she gets the likes. She gets the views, and she gets the likes. Her channel is more than twice the size of mine, and she really has a following, and she gets likes. I have never received 300 likes, and she gets the likes. You know, people are so stingy with their likes. It's like you think it's like giving a gratuity or something, or a tip. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to leave a like. First thing I do, I leave a like on every video I watch, unless it's something stupid left wing, and then I sometimes do a thumbs down. You get them putting this stuff on about, trashing my values, and it's like I just have. It's like, what what reality are you from? Really, honest to God, I say, what reality are these people from? I appreciate that, Belinda. I always leave a thumbs up for you. And a lot of times I will tell the person what like number my like is. I'll tell them what like number it is. A lot of times I'm just cruising because I'm subscribed to a ton of channels, and I've got the bell icon on probably about 100 channels. So I get notifications on about 100 channels, and that also means that on those channels I get notifications on, they run those through my stream, so I get all their shorts hitting my running through. So when I'm flipping through shorts, I'm flipping through their shorts, and when I see somebody that I'm fairly close to, I stop, hit the like button, I tell them what like it is, I leave them a comment. I Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Vay. My videos are not long unless I'm putting together like a goodie box video or something other, and then I start putting segments in it. Like I'll put little short 2-minute segments from different stuff that I've done. Like, if I'm doing a goodie, like, okay, SD Mountain Man, I did like a 2-minute shout out video for him. It has about 70 views, and I'll put that into the goodie box video, and then I'll have a segment in there where I go eat a taco and I talk about what's going on, you know. And I might have to redo that one because I filmed that thing close to 2 weeks ago. That's how long it's been since I said I was going to. It's been a couple of weeks, and I filmed that a couple of weeks ago, and I had a taco with some sauce, and it's about 9 minutes long, and I eat my taco and drink my coffee and I talk about what I'm talking about, and The only thing I got to do is just load the box and take the images and load in the box and put it all together, and then I'll release it as a premiere probably Wednesday. I'll try to get that done tomorrow. I keep saying that I'm gonna get done, but I just haven't gotten it done. I don't know. Um, but Vay, I ran a couple-hour live stream of yours, full view live stream, uh, in the last couple of days. I rotate through who I'm running, you know, and sometimes people are running a 2 or 3 hour live stream, and if I'm trying to do like an overnight, I can only do so many. Um, yeah, technical issues. Everybody has technical issues. I don't know what to tell you. But that's my solution to putting out more content. You know, there are people that watch all of my videos. If I release a video or if I release a short, they always leave a comment. Never see them on my live streams. Never see them on my live streams, but they're always there on my videos and my shorts. And I don't release very many of those, but they always leave comments. So I think doing a Taco Talk News and keeping it under 5 minutes, and for notification purposes, I can basically load it up as a premiere at to drop at 6:30 that day, and that way people get premiere notifications. And I think I'll try that for a while. And it'll be my take on the news, what's going on in the news. I could talk about several things right now that going on in the news. I mentioned the situation with that Texas DPS building, little station that got hit by the 18-wheeler. It was somebody basically road rage, angry because they did the day before they weren't able to renew their CDL. So they decided they were going to steal a 18-wheeler and a trailer and ram it at a pretty good speed, drive it into that, and they seriously hurt a number of people, 3 critically, and one of those criticals died. So it's like vehicular homicide. That happened a couple of days ago. They're working, frantically working, trying to clear that section of bridge that collapsed when that ship lost power and hit it. They're trying to clear that so they can have ships come through. They have like 11 cargo ships that are trapped that can't get out right now, that are in there, and then they got other ones that want to come in. So they're saying that they're going to be able to clear it this month so that you can get ships through, which will be a good thing. People are still experiencing some winter, last shots of winter. There are some people experiencing the last shots of winter. And Iran is threatening to hit Israel. Supposedly they launched some drones. So they've got some drones that are basically flying bombs. Back during World War II, the Germans basically originated the flying drone. They had what was called the V1. It was like they call it the buzz bomb. You could hear it. You could hear it buzzing when it flew over. It was subsonic, and it was like a cruise missile. And it had a basic tracking where it knew where it was going. It had a certain amount of fuel in it, and basically it would fly until it ran out of fuel, and then it would drop, and then it would explode when it dropped. Killed thousands of Brits. It didn't affect the war, but it was their way. You know, when the war turned against Germany, and they weren't able to fly over and drop bombs, they used terror weapons. They used the V1 and the V2. The V2 was a rocket, and it flew way up, you know, several times speed of sound. It'd fly over, and they could not shoot it down. They would use planes to shoot down the buzz bombs. The V1s they could shoot down. So it's the same way with the drones. You know, they can shoot those drones down if they see them. You know, and then the idea is you swarm them. You send over a whole lot of them, and hopefully some will get through. The Bud Files. Welcome to Bud Files. Please leave a like to support the channel. So that's going on in the news. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are supporting Hamas. A lot of people are supporting Israel. And the administration's got a lot of people pissed off at them. You know, if they support Israel, they got the Muslims upset with them. If they support the Muslims, they got the Jews upset with them. Well, some of the Jews, no matter what, they will support the party. And then a lot of people are saying, well, I won't vote. I won't vote for Trump, but I won't vote. And not voting is a vote for Trump. You know. The other thing is in the polling, in the 2020 election, Trump got 11% of the black vote. Right now, he's polling at 30%. And the party in power depends on the black vote and the Hispanic vote. And there is a growing number of Hispanics that will not support the party in power. They may have it previously, but they're not going to do it now. I mean, there's too much chaos, too much crime, prices are way out of control, fuel prices are way out of control. You know, it's not a good time. And the administration can't sell, they can't sell that. So I'm trying to be as fair as I can in what I'm talking about. That's why it's so important to be prepared. I've been encouraging my friends and people I talk to buy canned goods, stock up on water, buy stuff that you can, like, you know, Hormel Completes or Denny Moore meals that like are $2.25 a piece. You can basically, the microwave's not working, put them in some hot water. You can heat them that way. Put them in hot water for 5 or 6 minutes. You'll heat them up. It's like a retort pouch. And crackers. Have plenty of crackers. Crackers last a long time. A Hormel Complete and crackers is a meal. Ramen. Soup. Soup and crackers. That's a meal. Having plenty of bottled water. 24 pack of these, $3.50. They used to be a dime a bottle. Now you're going to pay about $3.50 for a 24 pack. Yes, get a bike. Take care, Verna. Appreciate you. Get a bike. If you don't want a two-wheeler, get a three-wheeler. You're not going to fall on a three-wheeler. It's also good exercise. I need to look into doing that, Uncle Al. I need to look into getting a three-wheel bike. I can pump around the neighborhood. I was saying today that I will probably join like Planet Fitness or something this summer. I'll be off for over 2 months. I can go get a membership. It's not that expensive. Every day I can go exercise. I can walk, treadmill. I can do some light lifting, light exercise. I need to lose weight. I could walk around my neighborhood, but I would be walking around probably with the shotgun on a sling, or I would basically be wearing a pistol. You know, just I'm in a safe area, but I'm not going to be out walking around and I'm not armed. You know, it is open carry. It's concealed carry. You can whatever you need. You know. I was looking at a video today of a they're having a trial. 52-year-old man who had recently had open heart surgery they were tubing, and he stopped. Thinks he had lost his phone in the water. He was looking for his phone, and there was a group of teenagers, and they started messing with him. It's sort of like that Kyle Rittenhouse. These teenagers were messing with him. And then they started accusing him of being a pedophile. They started accusing him. He hadn't done a damn thing to anybody. And then they attacked him. He didn't do anything to anybody, and they started hitting him. One of them got him in a chokehold. He had a knife. He stabbed. I think he stabbed several of them. And I think one of them died. One of the kids he stabbed died. They were beating the crap out of the guy. He had recently had open heart surgery, a bypass. 52 years old. And these 18, 19-year-old teenagers, and then they all lied about it. And they said, oh, well, he was doing something to a girl that was there. He hadn't done a damn thing. And they had there were pictures of what was going on. There were images of what was going on. This was being recorded. This was in Wisconsin. And a prosecutor filed charges, and he's on trial. And based on what I was looking at, and I watched like a 25-minute video on it, and it was Matt Walsh talking about it. And these kids were lying under oath. Well, I don't remember. What did you say? I don't remember. What did he say? I don't remember. But they had given statements afterwards. And then they either said just the opposite of what was on the statement, or they couldn't remember what their statement was. You know. And there were some statements, and there was some stuff recorded, you know, like about that they were terrorizing that man. And they were falsely accusing him of stuff. And then they said do it for some reason when they attacked him. And that's sort of like code word for, in urban legends or whatever, that's a code word for doing something you don't normally do, but you want to experience doing it. Do it for the experience or whatever. So they were going to beat this man. They're trying to beat this man to death. And he defended himself. And did they do anything to them? No. But he's on trial. And all the prosecution's witnesses are basically proven the guy's innocent. But they tried him. And he's had to go through a year's worth of crap. Like Rittenhouse had to go through a year more worth of crap. Was being attacked. You know. All these Antifa thugs. One of them had a pistol. One wanted to kill him. You know, fired around. You know, didn't hit him, but was trying to kill him. They were beating him. One guy hit him over the head with a 30-year-old thug with a skateboard. Hit him with a skateboard in the head. Wooden skateboard. He's rolling around a skateboard. I had a skateboard when I was a teenager. Before I graduated from high school. 15, 16-year-old kid used to play with a skateboard. Got a 30-year-old man. One of those Antifa thugs. Hillbilly Josh, welcome. Good to see you. Hillbilly, I have made a determination that at some point in the near future, I'm going to start trying to put out a daily video, short video, my take on the news, and I'm going to call it Coffee Talk News, and it will probably be released at 6:30 in the evening, and it'll, and I'll still do my live stream at 7, but it'll be my take on what's going on in the news that day, and it'll be 2 or 3 minutes long. And it'll basically be me going over my take on the news. I'm being told I don't release enough videos. I need to release more videos. I'm being told I need to release more shorts. But that would be my solution for releasing videos. I can release a 2-3 minute video talking about 2 or 3 things that happened in the news that day. My take on it. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that this evening. I've been talking about things that been going on in the news. Big things going on in the news. Yeah, my favorite is Death Wish 3. In Death Wish 3, the character Paul Kersey, he goes to New York. He's an old man, he's in his 60s, older, like me, nice hair, He goes to New York, and he goes to a friend of his that he knew for a long time had died, and he'd been killed by these thugs. And he went and he stayed in this apartment, in this building, old people, and they were being terrorized by these thugs, gangsters, young gangsters. And, he's a vigilante. So he starts going out, and he starts thinning the herd, shooting them. No witnesses. He'd go catch them committing a crime, and then he'd shoot them. Very good. Very high thug count. Very high thug count. Very gratuitous. And he got his friend Wilby to help out. Wilby Magnum. His semi-automatic 44 Magnum. Wilby Magnum. Actually, I think it was a bigger than a 44 Magnum. It was like a big game cartridge, shortened down. And he would hand load his rounds, Gratuitous Death Wish 3. I loved it. Charles Bronson. Yeah, good movie. And that movie is 30 years old, I think. I think that came out in the 90s. Either the late 80s or the 90s. He made movies probably right up to towards the end of his life. I think he lived to be in his mid-70s, mid to late 70s. He was still making movies, and they've at this point they have remade. I think Bruce Willis. I think they did a remake of Death Wish with Bruce Willis before he started having all of his issues. 42 years, okay, long time. Shoot, I was young back then. I was about 20 years old. Good stuff. Yeah, he used a revolver. He had a 38 special, I think it was a 38 special snub nose. And then he had a stainless Wilby Magnum, long barrel Wilby Magnum pistol, semi automatic, single stack. And but and he was wearing an old style bulletproof vest. He wore it because somebody tried to stab him, and they stuck him in the back, and his body armor, and it didn't hurt him, you know. And the lead thug had a bulletproof vest, but that bulletproof vest didn't help him. He had a Laws, a light armor um, weapon, Laws rocket, little light armor weapon, and he fired a Laws and hit the guy and blew him out of the window of a building at the end of the movie. So very gratuitous, very very gratuitous, very gratuitous. 1985. Okay, 1985. Yeah, almost 40 years ago. Almost 40 years ago. Yeah, I was I was in college at the time. Yeah, a lot of stuff they make now is crap. They have a World War III movie that's, I understand, it's crap. I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it. It's got horrible reviews. It's woke. You know, it really, it's like a left wing woke. World War III blames conservatives for the war and everything. It's just stupid. Um, we live in a time, it's almost like the zombie apocalypse, the way things are right now. And you've got all these druggies, all these druggies. And drugs really shorten your life. You have all these, rock and rollers and influencers and movie stars and such that use heavily, got addicted to drugs and alcohol and everything. And they OD, they commit suicide, they die of heart disease before they're 60 years old. Some of these old rock and rollers types really shorten their lives. They get cancer. You know, they smoke forever and they get cancer. And the body is very resilient, but you can't abuse it. You can't abuse it that long. And I can speak with knowledge in my family because of longevity. That people who smoked, they cheat themselves out of 20, 25 years of life. My father died of a brain tumor at 64. Both of his brothers, one lived to be 94 and the other one lived to be just short of 94. You know, and my father was a big tobacco user. All of his life, over 50 years. He started when he was about 12, started, chewing, and then got into smoking, and then right before, they had me, he stopped smoking, switched to chewing again, and I guess it affected, and my mom stopped smoking, and I guess it affected fertility. And it shortened my mom's life because my mom was just shy of 82 when she passed, and her older sister and her younger sister, who did not smoke, they both died just shy of 90. and both of them probably would have lived past 90, but they both fell and hit their heads, uh, stepping down off of concrete porches. Um, my Aunt Margaret died a few days short of 90, and my Aunt Lily died maybe 4 or 5 months short of 90. And when they fell and hit them, just rapid dementia on, just lost their minds, and they didn't live. My Aunt Lily didn't live a month. You know, just but that happens. Old people, you've got to have handicapped accessibility. You don't want to be in a situation where you've got old people climbing up and down stairs. You do not want to be in a situation where you've got concrete porch and you've got concrete steps and you don't have a railing on it. You really don't want to be in a situation where they're climbing up and down steps when they're that old. You're just asking for trouble. That's why it's very important to have handicapped accessibility, rails, for your grab bars for your toilet, and the ability, 36-inch doors throughout, where you can get like a cart through it, or a wheelchair or whatever. You want a ramp where they can go up and down the ramp. You don't want them going up and down steps. You want an oversized shower that they can walk into, and you want a seat there they can sit down. Somebody can clean them, every other day or whatever, help them with the shower. Old people do not do hygiene very well. They need help. That's where you get providers and such come in, help people. Mike Crusher Reviews. Hey, Mike. Good to see you. I had Nation MRE finds in last night. I mentioned you. You are my go-to. You're my main go-to for reviews, and I know I'm behind on you. I'm probably 2 or 3 behind. And I'm sorry I binge watch. I'll try to watch tomorrow. I may watch one when I get off here. I'm gonna try to put in another. I'm trying to get my hour in. So, just so that you'll know, I am going to WD Glock and Roll. Good to see you. I am going to try to start doing what I call a Taco Talk News. I'm going to start trying to do a release at 6:30 on a daily basis. I don't know when I'm going to kick it off, but I'm going to start trying to do my take, a little 2 or 3 minute blurb, my take on the daily news. I'm being told I need to release more videos. I'm lucky if I release one a week. And they keep telling me, release shorts, release shorts, release shorts. And I don't do a lot of shorts, The other day I released 2 at once. I rarely release 2 at once. I released 2 at once. And the first one has over 500 views. The second one has a little over 120 views, maybe. You should really release them separately. Don't release them together. It'll allow some time in between them. So I've got one I've been working on. I'll get ready to release another short. And, but I'm going to try to start doing a Taco Talk News, which would be like a 2 or 3 minute blurb, daily blurb, 6:30 in the evening. And I may release it as a premiere so everybody gets a notification. If you are subscribed to me and if you hit the notification bell, I'll release it as a premiere so you'll get like an advance notice. And it'll be my little short take on the news. And that way I'm releasing videos. I'm releasing videos. Joshua Humphrey, Sunday church. You better believe it, Joshua. Church on Sunday, son. So I mentioned earlier, it's important. I'm drinking a Diet Coke, 24 pack. I don't want to carry, like, you can get you can get a 32 pack, you can get a 40 pack, a 48 pack. You know, 48 packs over 50 pounds of water, 50 pounds. I This is like 24 packs, about 26 pounds. 350. 24 pack, 350. You need to acquire water. Power goes off, water goes off. You better have water. You better have a source of clean drinking water. Be prepared. Preparations. Make an inventory of what you have. Make a list of what you need and shop it. Go to yard sales, garage sales, estate sales. Look in the newspaper, in the want ads. A lot of places they have ad sack or penny saver. Go to thrift stores. Go to Salvation Army. Go to Goodwill. Look for stuff on clearance. Walmart, different places, they have clearance. They want to clean stuff out, they mark it way down. Look online. They have sales. Amazon has sales. Different companies have sales. You want to buy something that's fairly expensive? Wait for it to go on sale. A Black Friday. A Thanksgiving Black Friday sale. A Easter sale. A Christmas sale. Companies do sales, you know, and they mark things down. I bought a $600 Pecron power station for $400 with taxes and free delivery. It was like $431, and normally over $600. Creative redundancy. Welcome, CR, in the house. Thank you for coming in. The other thing I will tell you is I have channels. I have followers that if I release a video, they watch it. I get a like and a comment. They don't watch my live streams, but they'll watch everything I put out, a short or a video. But they don't watch my live streams. Never see them comment in my live streams. But they always leave comments on my videos and on my shorts. And I've got several people but they don't, not my live streams. So in order to get more views, and you know, and I don't know what it is, but some live streams I'll have 100 or more views. Last live stream I did, God, what was it, 40 some odd? And then I've had a number of people come in, they comment that they didn't get a notification. And I don't know what's up with that. They had to check because they didn't know they didn't get a notification. And they normally get notifications. They got their notifications turned on, but for whatever reason they didn't get a notification of mine. So maybe YouTube was unhappy with me, the algorithm's unhappy with me because of things that I'm saying or whatever. I don't know. But you know, my I'm glad you got a notification tonight. Um, I'm old, old, and I'm old school. You know, I will tell you, back in the day when I was growing up, everybody in my family's old-fashioned Democrat. Republican was a cuss word. And then there was Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter screwed us so bad it wasn't funny. He was a big disappointment. He really hurt us. And then Ronald Reagan, who had been a former Democrat, sort of like Trump, who had been a former Democrat, he, he came in and he started speaking, and he was a good talker. He was a good talker. He'd tell stories, he'd tell jokes. And you had people massively changing parties. You had congressmen. You had senators changing parties. So the areas of the country that had been Democrat flipped to Republican to a large extent. And then the areas that had been Republican flipped to Democrat. I don't know. I don't know. But Mama Four Boys, welcome. And thank you for like number 10, Mama Four Boys. If you have not left a like, please leave a like to support the channel. So I'm going to give my channel this summer, I'm going to give my channel a facelift. I'm going to give me a facelift. I got to get rid of the belly. I'm going to go join probably Planet Fitness. And I'm going to go walk the treadmill, maybe do a little bit of light weightlifting, for strength. And I need to lose some weight. And I'm going to be off for 2 months and a week. So I'll be off for like 9 weeks, 10 weeks. And I'm trying to get in shape. But also I'm going to upgrade my equipment. I'm going to buy a new PowerBook. I'm going to buy a new iPad. I'm going to buy a new iPhone. I'm going to upgrade. And I'll buy a new ring light, a bigger ring light. And I'm going to try to step up my game, as they say, get my game together. So I'm glad you're having a campfire, Rachel. That sounds good. My wife oftentimes uses our fire pit. She'll burn firewood in the evening. Rucking. Yeah, I've had several people talk about rucking. KP Heathen likes to talk about rucking. I say walkabout. They over in Australia they talk about walkabout, go on walkabout. And yeah, good fire. And that's one of the things that you learn from scouting is how to make a safe fire. One of my toys. This is a Zippo. It's a small size Zippo, made in the United States. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. God darn it. I think I might need to put some fluid in it. Ah, see? Luckily I got fluid. I got a lot of fluid. Now, you get these in a pack of, in an MRE. They used to put cigarettes in them. First strike. I did it last night. It was first strike. Let's hope I can do it again. First strike. First strike, let's see. Well, that wasn't first strike. Second strike. Had a false. But I got fire. I can light my sterno. I can light my camp heat. And I got tons of these. The damn Zippo let me down. You get a pack of 25 of these, and they're about $5. Stormproofed. They burn for like 25 seconds. I bought a ton of these. They had them on clearance for $1.50. And when they're on clearance, bye. I've been putting a pack of these in each of my goodie boxes. You know, I mean, I bought a ton of them. Here's one. Same matches. Got a spare striker. But old school. Old school. Ritz crackers are good. Saltines are good. I buy you can buy a big box of saltine for $1.50. And they'll last you. They're good for they'll be good 6 or 7 months if you don't use them. And the thing is, you buy $1.50. You know, that's those prep things that you want to have a bunch of. You know, having cup of soup or ramen, having instant oatmeal. Put it in hot water. A couple of those in a pack of hot water with a little coffee stick in hot water. Coffee and oatmeal. It's a meal. It doesn't cost you a lot to eat. And oatmeal's good for you. Hey, thank you for coming in, Rachel. Thank you for coming in, Uncle Al. So, remember the Scout motto. Hey, Mr. Whistle, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Please leave a like to support the channel if you have not done so. It'll be greatly appreciated. So, Mr. Whistle, hope you're doing well. You're coming in at the tail end of my live stream, but thank you for coming in. For those of you who are here, come back after the stream ends, leave a like and a comment. It'll be greatly appreciated. Remember, every day when you wake up, thank God for the day. You don't know how many days you have. Every morning I thank God for the day and I say the Lord's Prayer. It's the prayer that the Lord gave us to say to God. And life is good, but it is what it is. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Lead by example. Be cognizant. Keep your eyes and ears open. Note what's going on around you. Be prepared. Prep. You need to get several cases of this. 350. Right now they're about $3.50 for a 24 pack. You need plenty of water. If you got 4 people with you, you need to have 4 times as much water. You really need a couple of weeks worth of water if something happens. You need to have clean water. You need to have canned food. You know, you can buy different stuff. It's not expensive. Make sure you have a supply of your medication if you take medication. And everybody, please have a blessed day. I will be back tomorrow for another issue, at 7 p.m. And I will try to drop a short. And I'll try to get my next goodie box video finished. Load that up as a premiere. Appreciate everybody. Be safe. God bless. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for another edition of one of my talks.